friends. Welcome to Tori Talks TV, and welcome to our review of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Season 3, Episode 8, the finale, called A Jewish Girl Walks into the Apollo. That's a good name. All right, it starts off with some sad scenes, because they kind of like flash back to the good old days for Joel and Midge.
The days before they had any kids, and it intersects with after they have kids and now they're making plans like who's going to take care of the kids because Midge is going to go back on tour again.
Right.
I think the point of them showing this though is because Midge is kind of having like a crisis of like her two desires, you know, because last season we saw her visit her old home and I think that was kind of reminding her that she does still care about that life and but also cares about her professional career.
Right.
And now in this episode, the flashing back to that is reminding her of that as well. And she even talks to Moishe about like wanting to buy her old home at a deal, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Because she does care about things like how her kids grow up and not wanting them to like go to not the best schools and not in Queens. So
I give her kudos for that.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much she doesn't want her kids to go to school in Queens.
Yes. And it just shows, because we've been making jokes all season about how she's not a good mom.
Right.
And she's maybe not like a traditionally good mom where she's at home baking with them and that type of thing.
But in other ways.
But in her own way, she's like, you know.
No, that's true. I still love her, really.
Yes.
Even if she ends up being a bad mom, I still love her. All right. Now let's discuss Rose, who has somehow become unintentionally like the matchmaker.
Yeah.
The pro
that I guess she didn't know she had.
Good for her. Yeah. It's funny because she just kind of says it nonchalantly, but then her friend Corinne, her bougie friend Corinne, she's like, she sets up her daughter, then she comes back and she's so grateful. She gives her this, like, I don't know what it is, glassware
that I guess is very expensive. And she wants to give her diamond ring.
Oh, this is a big deal.
Which means like maybe this is like a lucrative endeavor for Rose.
She was pleasantly surprised by it.
And I guess like the Jewish moms are like really wanting to marry off some of these daughters that are getting older, so they'll pay big bucks for it.
It's like hardcore, yeah. But yeah, I guess this newfound talent encourages her to reach out to Benjamin, who she talked to him last episode, yes. I believe. Yeah, so she's trying to hook him up with somebody because, you know, she probably wants more nice things.
Yes.
More presents.
Yes.
I'm guessing, yeah. But then that's not good because that really... It made him mad.
He misinterprets this
yes.
as Midge feeling sorry for him and sending Rose, which is not what happened.
That's not what happened at all. Yeah, so he's pissed.
Yes.
And I think he thinks that she sent Rose, but I think this is everything, and this was like his
yes.
after everything that she put him through, which I didn't even realize that she just wrote him a letter.
We did not know that, right?
Oh
that
my gosh.
New information.
I can see why he's so mad. Yeah, I guess it's like everything he wanted to say and never had the chance to say.
Didn't get a chance to say.
He never even had the chance, yeah. So I guess this was closure for him and for us.
Yeah.
Because I did kind of wonder what was going on with
I'm
him.
actually kind of mad at Midge now, too, because maybe he would have been great.
That's true.
He might have been okay. And when he was like, oh, when we got back together, it would have been sensational. That would have, yeah, you know what I mean.
He is a tall drink of water.
I was like, I'm not mad at Rose for going because we got to see him again.
That's true. So it really worked out, didn't it? Well, this made Midge mad, and so she goes and confronts her mom about it, and she's like, basically like, I'm sorry that you don't agree with my life, but this is how it happened. She said, Joel blew up my life, and I'm doing the best I can with what I have.
Yep.
And her mom, I've been really upset with Rose, how unforgiving or just kind of how dismissive she is with Midge's career choice. But, you know, I want to point out a very powerful line in the scene said by Rose.
Yes.
I hope I quote it correctly. It says, how precarious a woman's life is when it's dependent on the whims of a man.
I know, I got chills again.
That was big.
And she was like, Abe blew up my life too. And I was
interesting.
Like, oh, it all comes together.
Exactly, yeah. And then, you know, cut to Imogen at typing school.
I love that.
Good for her.
So it all kind of, I like how all of that came together where, like, all of these women are, like, torn. Like, Imogen, she stands out to me a little bit because she has those, like, you think that she just wants to be, like, a housewife who takes care of the kids and, like, is a married, you know, woman.
Right.
But then she's like, no, but I also want to have control over what happens to me in my life. And then she goes to secretary school.
That's so cool.
It was really awesome.
Yeah, that was
like,
really
she was
neat.
like so happy about it.
Yeah. Well, you know, Archie had been helping Joel out with the club, and she was like, that's it, you know.
She wants to have a say in the future, and I feel like I like that. Like, Midge and Rose and Imogen are, like, doing it in their own way. And it ties back to Carol, too, because she kind of has that same kind of thing, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, she has a family, but she wants to, like, live her life her way and have control.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Yeah, so speaking of Joel, because I was talking about Joel, Joel and May, they kiss and make up.
Yes.
Good for them.
Yep.
He had a funny way of, like, sending a message to her.
Yes.
But he didn't know what else to do because he knows nothing about her.
No.
Pretty much. Which isn't his fault.
No.
She doesn't reveal very much.
She's very mysterious.
She is, yeah. But his club is finally opening. Okay, so we see how this all goes down. So Midge decides to pay her respects to him and comes and visits him. And then this is also where her and May meet for the first time. It was funny. It started off playful, and I liked it, but I don't like how cold it turned.
Yes.
I don't like that May decided to take the petty approach and say, I'm going to be a doctor. And then Midge is like, she got to spit it back, right? And then she's like, I'm going to perform at the Apollo.
Yes.
And then May's like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I don't like when women are pit against each other, and I was hoping more for her, but May, you started it, so.
And I like that it didn't go too far, though.
True.
Like,
it wasn't that bad.
It didn't, like, go any further than that, because I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't become a thing.
That is an awkward
exchange
anytime you meet someone's, new significant other. But then, all hell breaks loose, and the power goes out, or the music goes out at the club. So Midge
saves the day again.
And her act, because she jumps up on stage, was honest and is actually kind of heartfelt. She was really praising Joel.
Very kind.
I was happy for them. They've really come far. Yeah, so it's been a complete turnaround, like as referenced with the flashback. Like, they've been through a lot together.
So do we like him now?
No.
I know. So what about when Susie comes to him and she's like, because, she's got that gambling problem, and
it's so bad.
Obviously, we know that she owes money to some people, and she's, like, worried about being in control of Midge's finances and wants the checks to go straight to Joel. And why?
Because she knows he cares about her, and he wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her.
What about that? And Susie doesn't like Joel.
No.
So there you go. There's, I think, more to come on that next season.
I think so, too. Yeah.
But I don't want them to be together.
I don't either. It's not going to happen.
No.
It's not.
Okay.
We'll just manifest it.
Okay.
Oh, so Susie.
Susie.
She received some really bad news about her mom. Well, first of all, before she received the news that her mom was sick and, like, not doing well. But then her sister calls and says, yeah, mom died. And I wanted to be sad, but Susie was not sad at all.
How did they turn that into a comedic scene?
How do they do that? I don't know. But I was like, why am I laughing right now when her mom just died? But that exchange between those two actresses was really funny. Yeah. So, but it's official. We can say that she has a really bad gambling addiction. So when she goes back to her apartment with her roommate Jackie and she cries, have we ever seen Susie cry before?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It happened. But she's really worried. And it's not just about herself. Yeah. It's about Midge too. So she's considering her in this. Oh my gosh, that's so sad and scary. All right, but the moment we've all been waiting for, Midge is performing at the Apollo. And she's so excited and she's ready to go. She's on a high about this. But then she gets there and I think she feels a little bit like a fish out of water.
Yes.
Rightfully so.
She's intimidated by the audience and whether they're going to connect with her. I mean, she's really white.
Yes. She's
and the Apollo audience is not.
Yeah. So she seeks advice from Reggie, or he just kind of gives it to her. He's like, hey, maybe play down the Jewish thing and maybe talk about Shy. Because, they really want to see Shy. So he's like, just talk more about Shy. But wait a minute. Is he setting her up?
I thought that too. I thought the same thing.
At that moment.
I did.
I was like, wait, why are you telling her to talk more about Shy?
I was like, he's sabotaging her.
Because she knows
jealous,
too much?
She's threatened by her.
Oh.
A lot of different things came up in my mind.
That's right. So she does her thing, and she does a great job. The audience loved her. She said a lot of things. A lot of things about Shy. So, this was so sad to watch. So she and Susie go to the airport. Midge has her 2 taxis full of luggage.
Her clothes.
Yeah. And they're ready to go on tour. And I was so happy for her.
Like, okay, good. I was like, okay, I was worried when she was performing. Okay, and then it went well. I was like, oh, good. And it was like a roller coaster, emotional roller coaster for me.
Exactly, yeah. And so they're there, they're ready to go. And then, wait a minute, they're confronted by Reggie. And Reggie's like, you're not going on tour with us. I couldn't believe it. I
didn't know what was happening.
Believe it. But then I went back to where he told her to talk about Shy. And turns out she unintentionally outed him with that set. And so Reggie, you're uninvited, basically.
I felt bad for Midge, and I was still like, oh, did Reggie sabotage her? But then it totally, like, he was like, well, I didn't know that you knew all that.
That's true.
So then he didn't actually do it on purpose. He didn't know they had that connection on the boat.
That's true. He didn't know it. And he also looked like he had tears in his eyes. Like, he was sad for her.
Yeah.
Like, because he's probably been there before, like Susie's position.
And he connected with Suzy.
Yes.
So I was like, I wanted to be mad at Reggie, and then I realized Reggie didn't do it on purpose.
I don't think he did.
No.
Yeah.
And then when he was telling Suzy, Reggie told Suzy, one day you're going to be in this position.
And he looked really visibly upset.
I didn't like Reggie too much this whole season. You know, I love Sterling K. Brown.
Who doesn't?
But then this final scene,
yes,
it really made me like see him differently. And now I'm sad because I don't think we're going to see him anymore.
No, they have to make up. They have to make things better.
Oh my gosh.
Right this wrong.
Right? Just a little guest appearance like we saw Dr. Benjamin again.
Oh yeah, maybe. Right? It's just a really sad ending to this really wonderful season because, well, Susie's just now lost all their money and, Midge was just about to, like, get back on her feet and find her own financial freedom.
How's she going to pay for the apartment?
I don't know.
I mean, Susie is going to have a little bit of money from this, like, insurance fraud she just committed.
Because they just, set fire to her
so
mom's
she'll
house.
get a little bit of money for that. But what I like...
Midge doesn't know about all this.
No, she doesn't know about that. Because I think she's just trying to make up for the money that she's lost.
Oh, yeah.
Midge doesn't know
just to get her even... Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I know.
What are they going to do?
I don't know. But what I love, though, is that Susie tells her it's going to be okay.
Oh, her crying on her, and she's like, we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
It just brings this... just brings everything together, their friendship, everything they've been through. They're like family now, I think it's safe to say. I thought, wait, maybe they are going to be okay because she performed at Joel's Club and that went well. Maybe she could be a regular there.
Her talent is real, and other people have seen it too. I mean, the Apollo crowd was like really entertained.
Right.
So this tour is going on without her, but I don't think it's over for her.
I don't think so either.
No, everyone knows she's going to be a star.
Of course. How can
you
she
think Lenny Bruce got to come back, right?
Okay, were you not waiting for him?
Yes.
And then he never came back?
Yes, but season 4, it's going to be all about Lenny Bruce. I know it.
It's all about Midge and Lenny.
We're going to manifest that too.
Yes! This is going to happen for us.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. That was a wonderful season.
Yes.
A lot of fun reviewing it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe if you've liked our videos. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you... Well, there's no official season 4. But there's going to be.
Oh, yeah, there has to be.
So we'll see you then for season 4 review. Bye, everybody.